It doesn't look dramatic. There's no warning. Just a few seconds before your brain turns off. That's a microsleep, and if it happens while you're driving, holding a baby, or cooking, those few seconds can change everything.
Microsleeps are uncontrollable lapses into sleep that are caused by excessive daytime sleepiness, or EDS. It affects people with sleep disorders like narcolepsy and sleep apnea, but also millions of others. About 20% of the population experiences EDS, yet there's almost nothing available to help people prevent microsleeps in real time. That gap between risk and protection is where people are being left behind.
Medication is the main option, but it's expensive, has side effects, and doesn't work for everyone. Some people can't take it at all. And despite medication, nearly 70% of people we surveyed said they still fall asleep in dangerous situations every week. I'm Harshika.
And I'm Avni, and we created REMaura, awareness you can wear. REMaura is a wearable device that detects sleep onset and microsleeps in real time and intervenes before they happen. It uses two sensors, an EEG sensor in the ear clip, which tracks brainwave activity, and a GSR sensor in the half plug, which measures changes in skin conductance linked to alertness and fatigue.
Both streams of data are processed through our algorithm to generate a cumulative risk score. If that score crosses a threshold, REMaura delivers a trigger, like haptic feedback or auditory simulation that pulls the user back to alertness.
Users can choose from additional triggers like electrical stimulation or heat and cooling, allowing REMaura to be fully personalized to what works best for their body.
Our idea started with a sketch, and after publishing our survey and talking to people with narcolepsy, we created higher fidelity prototypes, including a 3D model and wiring diagram, before eventually building a fully functional prototype.
This companion app gives risk scores, sleep insights, episode history, symptom patterns, and more.
At a very high level, the algorithm filters incoming data, extracts key trends, weighs them based on personal baselines, and updates a rolling risk score in real time. Existing tools like Octaler and SmartCap are built for truckers and industrial workers. They aren't built for people with narcolepsy. REMaura is.
We're starting with a direct-to-consumer launch. We would sell REMaura directly to individuals who experience microsleeps and are actively looking for alternatives to medications. Our initial target users are people with narcolepsy or sleep apnea who've lived with their diagnosis for several years. They understand the limitations of medication and are actively seeking alternatives.
Once we validate performance and adoption in this group, we can expand beyond diagnosed patients to the broader population experiencing excessive daytime sleepiness in high-risk scenarios.
Ashley Blankenship, a startup owner, told us that as an anxious mom, she would have 100% bought something like this for those late-night feedings when she was scared she might fall asleep with a baby in her arms. We interviewed narcolepsy patients and collected feedback from our survey that we published in Project Sleep, a national nonprofit.
We've earned recognition and funding from Bagel Fund, Teen Tank, and Henrico Innovation Challenge, and built our own skills through Harvard X and MIT courses. Our prototype costs $230 to make, but with industry connections and bulk manufacturing, we can bring it to $120. It will be sold at $328 per unit, which is a gross margin of 65%. This is standard in this industry, as other comparable health monitoring devices have similar profit margins as well. This price is also backed by a market research survey, in which 94.1% of responders said that they'd be willing to pay over $300 for this product. 55.5% of survey respondents rated this product a 4 or a 5 when asked how effective it would be for them.
What's your initial reaction to this concept?
Microsleep has been probably one of the biggest challenges that I face because, I know that my eyes are open. I know that I'm there and people see me interacting with them because my eyes are open and they just assume that I'm fully 100% alert. So hearing about a device like that, I was super, super, super excited because that's one of the things that I find myself struggling with.
When you purchase REMaura, you put on the GSR sensor, you snap on the smartwatch, and then you put on this EEG clip. With my device connected, this is the algorithm we wrote to detect microsleeps, and if we use the serial plotter, we can see the real-time data being sent from our device to the computer, showing this graph.
Help us bring REMaura to the people who need it.
No one should lose control for a few seconds and pay for it for the rest of their lives.